Very excited, Preston. I know one of the things that we were concerned about, and I talked to a lot of small businesses, they struggle with getting good quality employees. And from what I've seen, we've got a lot of folks with college degrees, experience, both working in prisons and corrections. The good news is a lot of those folks are right here in Johnson City, especially right here in the Tri-Cities, that have applied for jobs and is going to be employed soon. So, you know, we're talking adding 37 additional people in the Tri-Cities is going to be working. Mostly, again, we're trying to hire folks right here in Carter County and give them a job. So we actually had 44 good candidates that got through this, not only the civil service, but got through our first initial interview. And our first interview is tough, I'll just be honest with you. I've had several people, so they've never had an interview that tough, but we ask about their background, any drug usage, any crimes that they may be involved with. You know, most folks, a lot of people have done little things, but something that happened 10 years ago, you know, a misdemeanor, something's been expunged from the record, still makes him a viable candidate often. So,
sorry, shooter. Go ahead.
But anyway, that's you know, those are some of the things that we looked at. But we were excited about the 44 that we've got to look at. So, and then we're going to get the civil service test again.
Where do things stand right now with the jail? You sort of have the keys, it sounds like.
We do. There's a cooperation between Blank Construction and the county, and on behalf of the county, we actually have crews. As you'll see when we go behind the doors here, we're actually got blue jeans and t-shirts on. Our folks are down cleaning floors, adjusting things, running wires. We've got our two computer guys actually here tracing wires. And of course, a lot of those, I'll show you the room here. We've got a pile of wires that's unbelievable that we're having to run down to see where they actually go. Shortcomings on the construction side, but we still got to figure all this stuff out. So
is there some shortcomings that you're going to have to deal with to make this jail run and work?
Absolutely. We'll show you behind me right now. As you see, we had to have this window installed. That's one of the areas that was not initially put in here. You know, you've got a dispatch area, but had no way to talk to the public. So that's something that had to be added on, and that has been installed. You can start seeing as you all been in here before, start looking at the floors and what my expectation is, because anyone that comes from the public, I want this place to be spotless, a representative of the county. So,
what's going to be the biggest part of the transition from the current facility over to the new facility?
It's a multifaceted answer. I guess the best way I can describe it. I don't know if that's speaking above my raisins there a little bit, but it's just so many things. It's actually, the process for us is going to be, once we get in the building and get it up to our expectation, learn the building, so to speak, we're going to start utilizing the kitchen. We've had to go back and have the gas folks come back in and put these regulator valves just so it regulates. It's a safety issue for which they didn't put in. Those have now been installed so we can start utilizing the kitchen. So that's one of the areas that we're going to be once we get the cleaning done. So we want to start cooking our meals and making sure the kitchen's functioning. We had Dr. Paul in, who's the county's medical doctor, in today. He was doing a tour himself, so he's familiar with the facility. He also got a tour of the medical wing that's in here, so he can understand what he's got and have it fully stocked in case of a medical issue. So those are things that's got to happen first. At that point, we start looking at putting inmates in here. We want to do that. You guys can report the truth, what we're going on here, but I'll just tell you, I'm not telling inmates. They think they're moving tomorrow, and I want them to think that. They should not know at what day somebody's going to come and get them and move them, because there's a plan to that. Nothing to be scary or anything like that. You know, we've already gotten, you know, word that they want to damage or try to break out and do those things of our facility. Obviously, we want to prevent that and protect this building. So we're preparing for those kind of things, and we don't want that kind of thing to happen. So we want to